Okay, one of the things that I really don't like in a lot of patterns is that the linings don't fit. If you cut the lining from the same pattern pieces as you make your exterior, then the lining will always be slightly baggy. In different patterns, it's more obvious than others. Now, in this pattern, the suggested solution is to increase your seam allowance as you sew your lining in. However, for me, I find that I just don't like doing it. So I'm going to show you how I usually reduce the patterns, the templates for this sort of design. So I've cut my lining piece, and this is the wrong side of my lining piece. And all I've done is I've made a mark on the, let me just move that back up, at the bottom here, that is 1/4 inch. So if you measure down there, that's 1/4 inch in from the side, and I've made a mark there. I've done exactly the same on the other side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rotary cutter, and from that mark to the top corner, because we don't want to reduce this measurement at all. That measurement is going to sit along where our zipper is. So I'm just going to take that little bit off. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. I've made that mark, the 1/4 inch mark, and I'm going to go from that 1/4 inch mark to that top corner. So I'm not taking anything away from the top width, which is where we need to stay the same, because that's the side, the width of our exterior. And I'm also going to take approximately 1/4 inch from the bottom edge. Now I can hear you saying, oh my goodness, now the curves aren't right. No, they're not, but it's fine, because we can kind of add them back in again. We have the pattern template, so you can use your rotary cutter or your scissors to just redo those curves on your tapered lining. And once you've completed this piece, now I mean I can draw that in, or I could do it with my rotary cutter. My rotary cutter, my camera is quite close, so I'm actually not going to do it with the rotary cutter, because that actually will jog my camera. But I can do that on both sides, and then this panel becomes the template for the other side once you've completed your card slots. So that's how I taper my linings on this sort of design, rather than increasing the seam allowance, which I just don't like doing, because if I'm honest, I often forget to do.